all protocol already been established. Studenten, om jullie ben ik hier. Graduates, om jullie ben ik hier. Maar laat me toch beginnen bij de organisatoren. Shell, Staatsolie, maar ook, waar is Anoushka? Oh, waarom ben je naar achteren verhuisd? Oké, ik zal daar genoegen meenemen voor dit keer. It is my honor and privilege to stand here today, and there are different reasons for that. Before I joined the Ministry of Education, Science and Culture, I was involved in the board of UNASAT, and this is the location of UNASAT. I was also involved with State Oil in different capacities, sports, when they supported the gymnasium at NATIN, but also with NATIN. And just recently, last year, I was one of the educators for one of the programs of State Oil for oil and gas. And from that program, they asked me to lecture on soft skills. And I told them I don't lecture soft skills, because the skills are not soft, but they are the most important skills that you need, and that is what you have learned during this course. Don't underestimate the importance of the skills and also the competencies that you need for the next era. So I will do this in Dutch. I just recently, when we had the visit of the King of the Netherlands at NATIN, I mentioned what is very important. Yes, kennis, so knowledge is important. Kunde, and that is what you showed. We just had two groups showed what they practiced. But one thing is of the essence, and that is your character. Wherever you come, it's not only the knowledge and practicing the knowledge, but it's also the way you treat people, the way you treat your colleagues. And you've also learned that, especially in team building, how you cope with someone that has a different attitude. But working together is one of the most important skills. And of course, also negotiation was mentioned, also very important. And all the skills that you've been taught is important. And one of the other reasons why I'm very proud to stand here, and what I've actually the connection with the pitches that were made, last year I was asked by one of the banks in Suriname, the FINA Bank, to be the program leader of starting the Small Business Academy. And although we thought that we would do only 2 cohorts this year, they will celebrate in finalizing the 5th cohort in this month. And they already have 150 students for cohorts next year. And what I've experienced just now is that we have definitely a prosperous future, because you students, you are the future. The only reason why I accepted to be in this capacity as minister in charge of education, science, and culture is because I want to do quite a bit in terms of supporting the future, and that is you, students. And know that, because I heard one of them talking about initially, what was it to go Saturday out of your house and follow teachers and follow guidance? Your future is in your own hands. Nobody is responsible for your future. It is your future, so you have to take your responsibility. And your responsibility, therein lies what you do each and every day. And education is the key to a prosperous future. So it is your decision, your personal decision, what you want to make out of your future. As a policy from our ministry, we don't want to leave nobody behind. And we want to provide equal access. And with this course, provision of equal access is a possibility that is created. So I call upon all the companies, the ones, of course, sitting here, Shell and State Oil, to extend what they're already doing, but I call upon all companies in Suriname to support this. And I'm personally coming from the business community, and I always tell them they will never get away as long as I'm in charge of education, because we only teach students, and when they leave classrooms, they go to work for companies. So the companies have a responsibility to make sure that they invest in our future. And investing is our future. I also made this statement in Parliament that it's not a cost, it's an investment when we put money for our future. It's very important. You all received a certificate, and I'm very stubborn in making the statement. The most important that you have for the certificate, put it in something nice frame and put it against the wall, because that is the only value it has. The real value is, what do you do with the knowledge that you've earned? So practice the knowledge, and practicing the knowledge is a lifelong journey. And learning must be a lifelong journey. The state where we're in right now in the economy, in the world, is, if you want to be sure, you must stay learning your whole life. And that is very, very important. Before I end my speech, I want to ask to come forward the two groups that made the pitches. So please come forward and stand here in front. Where are the groups? Are they still in the room? Please come forward. You know what? I saw that some of them were hesitant to come forward. But everything you learn is by doing. So when it was my first time standing in front of an audience making a speech, I had the same feeling as you had right now. But if you want to be competent in what you're doing, you have to practice. And I want each and every one of you standing and give them a round of applause for their presentation. Thank you so very much, and I can tell you I'm very, very proud of you all. Thank you. You can have a seat again. Thank you so much. And then I would like to ask the people present from Shell and State Oil and Anushka. So now I'm calling you up front to also stand in front here. And I also want a round of applause for the person making this happen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And there's still one group that I would like to call forward. And I think we don't need to underestimate the importance of this group of people I'm going to call forward, because even myself passed through the educational system. So I would like to call on all the teachers. Please come forward. Teachers are the guiders of you all, and nobody is excluded. Thank you for being in the process of professionalizing yourself. And by professionalizing yourself, you're building the future by supporting all the students that are sitting. And I would like to ask all the students and everybody in the room to stand up and give these teachers a round of applause. Thank you so much, teachers, for all the work that you're doing in supporting our future. And with this, I will end my speech. Thank you so much.